this call?" Anna hustled into action. "He begged me to let him out. It was too hot for him, especially fully dressed. I behaved like a petulant child and refused. Then he clutched his chest and keeled over. He died instantly. I didn't know what to do. I panicked." "Scott, it was an accident. You had nothing to worry about." "Don't you see? It was my fault. I trapped him in the sauna. My mind went crazy. After it happened, I didn't want anyone to find out about our affair, and so I tried to make it seem as if he had taken a sauna. No one other than Miles knew about my routine of going into the spa on a Wednesday. The spa is out of bounds for employees. Miles turned a blind eye to it," he said. There was silence for a moment, and Robin thought he had hung up. Then she heard him again. "I stripped the clothes from his body and left them in the sauna. I sat in the changing room for an hour, trying to work out how to make it appear like a genuine accident, and it came to me. I knew the CCTV camera would focus on the shower outside the sauna for a few minutes, so I left my clothes in the changing room, carried Miles's clothes to the lounger, and stood under the shower. Miles and me look a bit alike, especially when I flatten my hair." He stopped for a second. "We were similar, the same height and size. I wanted to make sure no one spotted any difference, though, so I wore the pants." "You wore the Union Jack boxers deliberately?" "They were a joke present from Miles. We bought them in London on our last trip, and I kept them in my locker at the gym. I didn't want Alex to find them. I figured anyone looking would see the Union Jack boxers rather than the man wearing them. I kept my back to the CCTV. It was very convincing." "Not a lorry, a tractor. Scott was somewhere rural." The sound of gentle sobbing then. "I had to dress him in them afterwards. It was awful. The most dreadful thing I've ever done." "Scott, you can't be held responsible for his death. You didn't murder him. Either tell me where you are or come into the station. We can resolve this." "I've lost everything. Alex knows about Miles now. I couldn't sleep, eat, or anything. I was in such a state, I told her about our affair. She doesn't know any more than that. I can't face her knowing the real truth." "I'm worried you're in danger, Scott. There is someone out there who wishes you harm. Please, let us help." "I feel better now you know about Miles. I'm sorry I can't tell you where I am. I have a few more issues I need to address." "Scott, don't do anything drastic. Your marriage to Alex may be over, but you still have a little boy who needs his daddy. Don't deny him that. He needs you now, and he'll need you as he grows up. This week, another little boy had his mother taken from him. Think about George." There was more sobbing from the other end, and then the phone went dead. Robin looked across at Anna, who shook her head in apology. They still had no idea where Scott was hiding. Chapter 51. Adrian Bishton had never got used to his title. He was plain old Adrian to his family and friends, and now he was fast approaching 70, he felt even less like a lord. However, one thing he enjoyed about being Lord Bishton was the annual Hunt Ball. Some of his dearest friends attended, and it was a great opportunity to catch up with those he hadn't seen for a while. Bromley Hall was a far cry from his home in Thailand, where he was simply a self-made millionaire who lived in a fairly large villa with a view of the sea. Bromley Hall had been bequeathed to him. He and Kate had left their terraced home in London to take it on. It had been a labour of love at the start, with both of them keen to transform it into a prestigious location for the elite and well-to-do. Kate had exquisite taste, and it had been enjoyable travelling to Italy and France to source all the fabrics and furnishings. And once they had opened the hall, it had been hugely entertaining to mingle with rock stars and celebrities who'd rushed to stay there from all over the globe. After the accident in 2012, both he and Kate had lost heart in the place. The hall lost its popularity almost overnight. It was shut for several months, and it cost them dearly to avoid being sued for millions, and to keep the whole nasty affair out of the major newspapers. He wasn't proud of his part in it, but Bromley Hall had been a major investment of time, effort, and money. Every penny he had earned had been pumped into it. He couldn't allow the business to fail because of Harriet Worth's accident. Adrian had thrown any savings they had at the lawyers and at Harriet's grieving husband to make the problem go away. Alan Worth had accepted the money and then insisted they close the pool and spa area. They had almost been ruined. Transforming the place into a large hotel spa and selling it on had been the answer. The Bishtons had kept their house in the grounds of the hall, which they would leave to their family, along with a now very healthy financial legacy. In part,